इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you to the new business opportunity every day at 12 o'clock. In 2024, we continue to introduce you to new brands and new business opportunities. Today, we are going to introduce you to a renowned F&B brand. But before that, before I introduce about the brand, let me just run you through the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type your questions in the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions post brand presentations. While we run you through the presentation and brand details, request you to keep sharing your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. Our today's brand is Biryani Queen. Biryani Queen has 15 outlets currently across Pan India and one outlet in Australia. Biryani Queen is looking to reach out to larger audiences by opening stores through franchising across all cities with high footfalls. We have the Biryani Queen CEO, Mr. Chaitanya, who is the driving force behind the success of this brand. Along with me, we have Mr. Rahul, Ms. Rishika, and Mr. Sarabjit as our panelists. Now I invite Mr. Chaitanya to share his insight about the brand. Over to you,
Thank
Mr.
you so much,
Chaitanya.
Sandeep. Thank you so much, Sandeep. Thanks, first of all, Rahul, Sandeep, and the entire Franchise India, including Mr. Marriott, for giving us the opportunity to share our brand and the entire about the brand we will be sharing on this particular webinar. To begin with, I would like to just mention over here that Biryani Queen is the most available premium biryani QSR brand. I'm highlighting this word QSR, which is the quick service restaurant brand of India. And at the same time, when I say it's the most premium biryani QSR brand, because no other brand is even near to what Biryani Queen has been envisioned to take the journey of biryanis across the globe. Having said that, let me begin from the beginning itself, that when Biryani Queen had started. Biryani Queen has been started by Mrs. Smita Sabharwal, who is being a very renowned personality in Gurgaon. She started Biryani Queen with just 15 biryanis, 5 vegetarian and 10 non-vegetarian biryanis. Way back in February 2014, at that time it was not named as Biryani Queen. She earned this title of Biryani Queen. That's the birth of Biryani Queen has happened. So Biryani Queen was born in November 2015. Since then, we've been continuously. This is the bootstrap brand. Hence, we are able to franchise. Otherwise, brands with who secure funding at a very initial stage makes it very difficult for them to to come on a franchise model. That's first part. Second is we are the only brand or only premium brand in the country who can franchise through franchise network, and we do 40 kinds of biryanis, out of which 12 are vegetarian biryanis and 28 non-vegetarian biryanis. Biryani Queen is the only premium brand which does all styles of biryanis, naming Avadi style of biryani, Kolkata style of biryani, Hyderabadi style of biryani, Kerala style of biryani, style of biryani, Pakistani style of biryani, or Mughlai style of biryani. So naming what biryanis are under a single banner called Biryani Queen. Biryani doesn't stop there. We do dum biryanis, we do dyed biryanis, we do sattvic without onion, without garlic biryanis, we do kids biryanis and international biryanis. Moving forward, we truly understand that biryani is one specific cuisine of India or maybe of the world. It is number one cuisine of the world. But biryani, and under Biryani Queen, we also do biryanis plus kebabs plus rolls plus beverages plus desserts plus curries plus breads. Our thirst doesn't stop there. Very soon we have introduced biryani sizzlers and biryani wazwan, which has been very hot selling in the South India market so far. We started from there. However, we have introduced now to the North India as well, and the wazwans are doing wonderfully well. In fact, that has actually raised the bar for our average ticket size. Earlier, our average ticket size used to be about 400 rupees, which has now raised to about 600 to 700 rupees, understanding that the wazwans have becoming favorite among the Indian audience. So wazwan is nothing but it includes the loads of a platter, I would say a thal of biryani, along with the multiple kebabs which are layered on the top of the biryanis, plus curries, plus raita and the accomplishments, other accomplishments.
I think your screen is not visible, Chaitanya. Sorry. You can just share your screen.
Okay.
And we can use both language, Hindi and English.
So I just wanted to give a glimpse about Biryani Queen. From there, now I will be sharing my screen, as well as I will be sharing the presentation which is there for Biryani Queen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Perfect. So this is Biryani Queen. We do handis, we do boxes, we do kebabs, we do various items now under the banner Biryani Queen. The entire vision of Biryani Queen is to become the most preferred biryani brand across the globe among the esteemed customers. These are the number of awards and the accolades which we have secured so far since we have started our journey. These are the number of stores which have been established, and there are more and more stores which are already in making, like Patna, about a pure fine dine outlet, which is going to be a 90-seater, which is going to start in July 2024. Agra, which is going to be a pure veg Biryani Queen. So we also do pure veg Biryani Queens, which with biryanis is something which is very difficult to achieve. However, there are certain concepts and malls which only demands, or maybe the territories like Gujarat, which demands pure veg cuisine, and hence, like for example, Domino's across Gujarat is pure veg. So similarly, even Biryani we thought of that in case if somebody is willing to or wanting to go for only pure veg provisions of biryanis, then definitely why can't we do? We also do that. So the first outlet of pure veg Biryani Queen is coming up in Agra. This is our one of the highest churning food court outlet, which is Bangalore. It is already doing about 20 lakh rupees a month. So this is in Phoenix Mall of Asia. This is our again next highest churning outlet, which is a revenue generating outlet, which is Bhopal. This is based in DB City Mall. This is okay. So this was a Gwalior. Sorry, this was a Gwalior outlet. This is a Bhopal outlet. So Bhopal outlet is again both the outlets are in DB City Mall. Gwalior also we are in the DB City Mall, and Bhopal also we are in a DB City Mall. This is our Indrapuram outlet, Ghaziabad. This is our Kanpur outlet. This is our Raipur outlet. So likewise, we already have great presence in the food court as well as in the dining in the outside area. When we have outlet in Varanasi, we have outlet in Ladakh. So from Ladakh to Karnataka, we have a total of 15 stores as of now. The idea behind Biryani Queen. So why Biryani Queen is something which is very, very critical. We didn't want it to sell two kinds or three kinds of biryanis, and we didn't want it to be another regional cuisine of in India or a territory. Biryani has been a very, very regional cuisine for Indians. Regional means like Kolkata person will never like a Hyderabadi biryani, or Hyderabadi person will never like go for a Lucknowi biryani, or a Lucknow person will definitely won't like a Kolkata biryani, and hence on. So and hence Biryani Queen, under Biryani Queen banner, we researched and the idea was born that why not we do all styles of biryani under one single banner, in case if we are able to, because ultimately biryanis, all the biryanis naming whatever you take it, the main ingredients are mostly common, which is rice, protein, masalas, baristas, onion, coriander, or you say, or ghee, or oil, or whatever you take it, you name it, including water. Everything is very, very so common. It's just that the what type of masala you're using for the biryani, or basically the what concept you are applying to while applying dum to biryani is what differs from one region to the other region. Otherwise, everywhere the biryani method and biryani, ultimately the output is exactly the same. Only the taste differs, and that is something which we are able to well achieved in under Biryani Queen banner. These are the creatives of Biryani Queen. I'm just quickly covering this presentation because ultimately I'm going to talk about the support, the kind of supports and the benefits with what we provide under Biryani Queen banner. We are inviting franchises all across the world now. Area required for Biryani Queen franchise is 250 square feet to 2000 square feet is what we look forward to among our investors. We work only on a franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated model, which is a FOFO model. Investment requires is ranging about 15 to 20 lakhs to up to 1 CR.
Now I want to just add. So guys, in Biryani Queen, we have a two model basically. हम दो model पे काम करते हैं. One is called as a unit franchisee. Someone can take as a unit franchisee in any part of the country. The second is called as the area developer, or we can say as a master franchisee rights. So everyone is thinking here, if I want to start something, especially in the biryani brand, and you know, okay, they have 40 varieties of biryani along with the various products. And if I want to say one thing, how much time will take to make a single product in biryani, it's not more than 10 minutes. This is the USP of this brand. So when I say 250, 500 square feet, it will basically your food court model. And when someone would say, I want to start and doing the sitting where the people can come, they can hang out, then the area requirement would start around 1000 square feet to 2000 square feet. And that is the reason. So basically they are in a two concept. One is called as the food court concept, which is known as the kiosk concept. And the second is called as the standalone or a dining option. And the investment is difficult. That is the reason the investment is varies, because if you opening a 300, 400, or 500 square feet, the investment would be coming around 25 to 30 lakh rupees. And when you are opening a 1000 to 1500, 2000 square feet, then the investment will vary from 50 to 70, 18 lakh rupees. And in terms of the return, when someone would say the investment return, what is the meaning of that sentence? After removing all the expense that include your rental, electricity bill, the cost of good, which energy will cover what is the cost of good, the packaging material. After removing all your expense, the franchisee owner will get least 20%, minimum 20%. That will increase to 30%. So over to Chetan.
Okay. Well said, Rahul. I mean, we definitely have the entire focus. What we are having right now is on two models. One is the food court model, and the other one is the dine model. So food court model ranges from 30 lakhs to 40 lakhs, depending upon where in what kind of a mall you're opening and what are the basic requirements what mall has in terms of while setting up their outlet. So the capital investment which is required to establish inside the mall is going to be about 30 to 40 lakh rupees. Plus, there should be a working capital which we expect that for every business to make it successful and to cover the gestation period. We expect the investors to have about 40% of the working capital should be always be available with them to cover up their security deposits and advance rents and initial investments of covering about 3 to 4 months with respect to salaries and electricity and gas. Which best part with F&B or a food business is that it's a cash business, so you don't require much working capital as compared to the other businesses which can actually bother you during the gestation period. Reason being that you've been always been like covering up most of your expenses and your overheads through initial sale. That's the beauty of the F&B business, that not much of a working capital is required. However, in the dine-in model, it ranges from 70 lakhs to 1 crore, depending upon the size of the store. And as far as the royalty is concerned, we charge about 6% of royalty for across the models, and the projected returns which we expect the franchisee should generate. So this is a clear expectation that the franchisee should be able to sell approximately 125 plates a day, so that it can cover up about may make about 12 lakh to 15 lakh rupees a month, and hence the return can be expected from there will be about 20 to 30%. As far as the support is concerned, I would like to highlight that we are among very few brands who has the brand SOPs available with us, which is a brand Bible that anybody who reads the entire SOPs of the Biryani Queen will be able to establish from setting up the outlet, will be able to run the outlet and also train the team accordingly with respect to that particular manual, operations manual. So that's the SOPs which we hand over to the franchisee, to the investor, the moment we sign the letter of intent. However, the major supports which are concerned, we are the ones who will be providing you with the creatives and the branding of the entire brand on a regular basis, on a weekly basis. Plus, we take the entire responsibility of hiring, training, and backup of the team. I'm talking about the BOH team, which is a cooking team. We take the 100% responsibility of, again, I repeat, hiring, training, and the backup. In case if the chef leaves overnight, we will be the one who will be supporting you in terms of supplying the manpower immediately, so that there is no gap in the running of the operations of the outlet. Any questions so far?
No, the presentation has been detailed so far. I would also request you to take us through different models which you have created for the franchisee purposes, so that our audiences can also have a look at the QSR form, the express form and the AD model.
I'm sorry, Sandeep, that was very quick way of showcasing the entire models. I'm just re-highlighting that particular page again. Is this page visible to everyone? Is this page visible to everyone?
We can see your creative. Yes.
Okay. So the franchise model, what we have is a restaurant dining model. Now this is a pure fine dine model, which is
the model is not visible.
Sorry?
The models are not visible.
Your screen is not visible.
You need
Rahul,
to
is
stop
it visible?
sharing.
Yeah, please.
Oh, did I stop sharing?
No,
Yes.
you need to stop sharing the current deck and then use the model. Thing.
Okay, I got you. Sorry, I got you. Now, is it all visible?
No, sir, we are still able to see the last page of owner franchisee of India's fastest growing biryani QSR chain. I'm hoping that you're gonna show us the models which you have created, which you showed us last time.
Is this table visible to you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
this
Now
is
it is.
So isn't this the model you're talking about?
Just a minute.
these
Now
are
I
the
want to
models,
cover
no?
yes,
QSR.
your what? आपकी आवाज थोड़ी चेतने जी. Yes, I will come.
Hmm.
So guys, basically, as I said, we have a two model. One is called as a unit model, and another is called as the master franchise. Now coming back to our unit model. In unit model, we have a two concept. One is called as a quick service takeaway model, and the second is called as the dining. So takeaway means basically where the area requirement we can go with 250 to 500 or 600 square feet. For a dining, we can go with 1,000 square feet to 2,000 square feet. The difference between both the model is that in a QSR model, we will supply the raw material. A lot of products are directly supplied by us. But in a fine dine restaurant where
Correct.
the people, Chaitanya ji, you want to add?
So through this table only, I was trying to highlight that, Sandeep, which is if you read this table, you're able to see the restaurant, dine and delivery.
Yes, yes. Please go.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the model, which is a fine dine model, traditional dining model, which we are talking about. The investment, the area required is about 2,000 square feet. Investment required is about 90 lakhs to a crore. And franchise fees for this model is about 12 lakhs for 5 years and then renewable. And then royalty, what we charge for this particular model is 6%. And returns, what a franchisee can expect is about 20 to 30%. Similarly, we have a next model QSR dining model. Now, area required about 200 and same. The third model, which is the prominent model, which is the fast-selling model, that is the QSR food court model. That is the model which I just showcased you in my presentation, wherein we have opened in Bangalore, in Bhopal, in Gwalior, in Kanpur. All those are the food court models which are currently running in the country. Food court model ranges from 30 to 40 lakh rupees investment. The area required is about 300 square feet area. And the franchisee fees for that is 8 lakh rupees for the term of 5 years. And royalty is about 6% again. Returns from whether you go for a restaurant and do 30% only, reason being, most of the outlets, when their average ticket size is almost the same, their monthly overheads are almost the same, reason being, depending upon the size, because of the size of the outlet, only the back of the team will keep increasing or decreasing. So ultimately, your return on investment will always range between, because your food cost is almost exactly the same. Whether you go for a food court outlet, you go for a restaurant outlet, your food costs will remain the same. So hence the return on the projected returns are going to be ranging between 20 to 30%. The next model which we have is the area developer or a master franchise model. That's something which what Rahul was explaining. That area developer model is something which we look forward to appoint a master franchisee for a particular state, and then that particular state gets developed through a master franchise, in which we have a revenue sharing model with respect to the franchisee fees with master, and also 50% royalty sharing pattern is also going to be there with respect to the master franchisees. So this is what is covered under all the models which we run under Biryani Queen. We do not encourage and we do not run the cloud kitchen model. To be very clear on that is because that's a non-profitable venture. How it is a non-profitable venture? Because when you go for a cloud kitchen, your 100% dependency moves onto a Swiggy and Zomato. So in that particular case, 40%, 45% has been taken away by in terms of discounts, in terms of commissions, in terms of GST, and in terms of ads, create ads what they run for or ad clicks, I would say. Because of that, 45% goes straight away to Swiggy and Zomato. Hence, you are left with only 15 to 20% return, through which under which you will not be able to cover up your salaries and rents. And hence, that model doesn't justify the right business model in terms of making profits, generating profits. Yeah.
So we'll start taking up questions now. Rahul, you want to add anything before we start taking up the questions?
So guys, I want to just add one thing, because if you want to start something, especially in the biryani brands, I can just say in terms of the support system, the location, hiring and the training of the staff, which is the most important for any franchisee owner. That is taken care by Biryani Queen, and that is applicable for your when the store is going on. For the 5 years is the agreement period. After 5 years, again there is a charges for the renewal. But the thing is that the hiring and the training will be taken care by us. The national marketing is again taken care by the Biryani Queen. For the local store marketing, whatever the support is required, that is supported by the Biryani Queen team in terms of the kitchen equipment supply. So we have a two option. They can share the brand, the kitchen equipment list. And if franchisee owner say, I don't have any vendor, then the Biryani Queen team is available who can do the share the kitchen equipment list in the same way in terms of the project management. Some franchisee owners say, I want to do the construction by own. So they have a vendor available, they can do it. Otherwise, the Biryani Queen team is available. So we are giving a 360-degree support. Or in terms of the supply chain, so the raw material, when I said there's a two things, the spices and the rice. So rice we can supply as an optional basis, but the spices is 100% managed by Biryani Queen. This is the important part for any F&B business. If spices is supplied by a Biryani Queen, and that has some shelf life, Chaitanya will add more on this thing. So I can say in terms of the support systems, the location, hiring, training, supply chain, the marketing activity, and the other is the project management that is taken care by Biryani. They have to come, they have to understand the business, and if any manpower is left after 2 months, 3 months, then the new manpower will be supplied by the Biryani Queen as a trained manpower. So we are coming for a longer thought process, and that is the reason we are keeping 5 years is the agreement period. After 5 years is the renewal of an agreement with some percentage is there. This is for a unit. The same thing is applicable for the master franchise. If someone want to become the master franchisee, they have to open a one store. For whatever the support is required, we can take care. In terms of the franchisee development, because the Franchise India and the Business Acts is the exclusive partner for a Biryani Queen to create a franchisee network, they can also get that support. And the master franchisee will also involved in the supply chain. They can make their and there will be revenue sharing through the franchisee fees and the royalty component. Over to Chaitanya. Then we can go with the questions.
Thanks, Rahul. So as Rahul highlighted, I would like to again reiterate that anybody who is looking forward to जो भी बिरयानी की फ्रेंचाइज दिख रहा है या लेना चाह रहा है, क्योंकि बिरयानी वर्ल्ड का नंबर 1 कुजीन बन चुका है. Biryani has taken over pizza almost 3 years back during the COVID times. पहले पिज्जा नंबर 1 हुआ करता था, अब बिरयानी नंबर 1 है. बेस्ट बात यह है कि बिरयानी के अंदर अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत ज्यादा है, पिज्जा के अंदर कंपटीशन बहुत ज्यादा है. बिरयानी में अपॉर्चुनिटी इसलिए ज्यादा है जबकि हमारे इंडिया के अंदर हर चप्पे चप्पे पे बिरयानी मिलती है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बिरयानी, इंटरनेशनल बिरयानी ब्रांड पूरे वर्ल्ड में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता. ग्रेट कॉन्सेप्ट्स. तो डेफिनेटली पूरे वर्ल्ड में कोई भी ऐसा ब्रांड नहीं है जहां पे आप जिस तरीके की बिरयानी खाना चाहो, जिस तरीके की बिरयानी मांग लो, जो आपका मन करे वो आप कर सको। ऐसा कोई ब्रांड एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता अदर देन। तो मैं दोबारा से ये वाली बात बोलना चाहूंगा कि अगर आप एफएनबी में आना चाहते हैं, आप अच्छा और बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्रोवाइड किया जाए, जिसके अंदर आपको मैं ऑलमोस्ट मैं अपने फ्रेंचाइजियों को बोलता हूं कि आप सिर्फ सेल पे ध्यान दीजिए, बाकी सिस्टम्स एंड सपोर्ट सारे हमारे ऊपर छोड़ दीजिए। आपका काम है सेल लेके आना और हमारा काम है आपके पूरे बैकअप को आपकी बैकबोन को संभालना। तो ये सपोर्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट होता है। सबसे पहला सबसे बड़ा पेन एरिया इस इंडस्ट्री का यही रहा था शुरुआती दौर में, कि बैकअप में इतने चैलेंजेस होते हैं, बैक ऑफ द हाउस में इतने चैलेंजेस होते हैं, टीम छोड़ के चली जाती है, शेफ तंग करता है। वो सारे चैलेंजेस हमने अपने ब्रांड के अंदर ले लिए और फ्रेंचाइजी के ऊपर वो उनका वो कोई भी चैलेंज हमने नहीं रखा। और फ्रेंचाइजी को सिर्फ अपनी सेल्स और जहां पे भी उनको पॉइंट ऑफ सेल ऐड करने हैं वो हम सिर्फ उसके ऊपर उनको फोकस करने के लिए बोलते हैं। अगेन आई विल नाउ लेट मी जस्ट समराइज द होल थिंग। बिरयानी के अंदर अगर आप फ्रेंचाइज देख रहे हैं तो बिरयानी क्वीन से प्रीमियम ब्रांड आपको नहीं मिलेगा आज की तारीख में। आगे का मैं नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन और बिरयानी के अंदर अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत ज्यादा है। बिरयानी एक हाई टिकट आइटम है। बिरयानी के अंदर इनोवेशंस बहुत अच्छे हो सकते हैं। बिरयानी के में अभी कोई भी इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता, तो ये बहुत गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि आप इस टाइम पे इसको स्टार्ट करें और उसके बाद में इसको पूरी दुनिया में लेके जाएं। As far as the other supports are concerned, टीम के बारे में हमने ऑलरेडी बात कर ही ली है कि टीम की हायरिंग, टीम की ट्रेनिंग, टीम का बैकअप वो सब बिरयानी क्वीन ही प्रोवाइड करेगा। और उसके बाद में उसके अलावा पूरा नेशनल मार्केटिंग, नेशनल ब्रांडिंग पूरी की पूरी बिरयानी क्वीन खुद देखता है विद सपोर्ट ऑफ आवर फ्रेंचाइजीज ऑफ कोर्स। और तीसरी बात, बिरयानी क्वीन के सारे अक्रॉस पे बिरयानी मसाला, बिरयानी होता है वो आपको ब्रांड से ही लेने होंगे। और उसके अलावा आपको ब्रांडेड पैकेजिंग भी आप ब्रांड से लेंगे तो आपका ध्यान सिर्फ, इसीलिए हम कहते हैं कि आपका पूरा ध्यान सेल पे होना चाहिए। आपने अल्टीमेटली आज कितनी प्लेट्स बेच ली वो इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए। उस अदर देन दैट देयर इज नथिंग व्हिच इज इंपॉर्टेंट।
So, thank you, Chaitanya ji, to cover this topic so in a detailed way. Let me just share a fact in continuation with your summation about the market. So, as per a leading food delivery site, they have got an order of 2.5 biryanis per second in 2023. So, this is the kind of biryani order which food order sites are getting. They have also revealed that they have got the highest number of orders from Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, and they have placed more than 10,000 orders each every second. So as you can see that it is a kind of food which is not only enjoyed by the North Indian, it is also very much enjoyed by South Indian, across India rather. So this is the kind of food business which is really profitable. It encompasses all your requirements to reach the payback period very soon. Also different kind of biryani, so it can be sold at any corner of the corner of India. India enjoys food, and along with it, let us also go forward to the Q&A session. So the first question which I have received is, could you please tell us that if somebody gets a good amount of order for a party or some seminar or anything, so how does that go? So what would be the share in that case? So how soon you're gonna send the product?
Any such orders, any such orders will also be considered as a retail order, and that order will be taken. That's the reason. If you actually read this particular table, is this table visible again?
Yes.
If you read the third column of this table, we always talk about that what all you can cover in from that particular unit, that particular store. Counter sale, online sale, and B2B sale and corporate sale. So
yes.
Does this answer your question?
Yes. Thank you. So but moving on to the next question. Whenever there is a new franchisee outlet opening in any city, what kind of marketing support you are going to give it to them for giving them proper footage in that area?
when we say that we are we are doing for franchisee owned, franchisee operated model. So the marketing gets divided into two parts. Rather, I would say three parts. One part is what we as a brand, we ourselves are contributing to branding as well as the promotion of that particular store from our side. One. Second is portion is the central marketing. In central marketing, we also invest in terms of providing creatives to the franchisees. And at the same time, we want our franchisee also to invest to the central marketing fund in terms of providing them the schemes and the food shots and the photo shoots, whatever and the videos, which we keep taking on a fortnightly or a monthly basis. We generate specifically for them to do the promotions in their local area. So they contribute a very, very tiny amount, which is going to be about 0.5% to 1% maximum of the total revenue towards the central marketing fund. And third part is, which goes with every business, that they have to reinvest about 3 to 4% of their total revenue into their local marketing, because they understand the local market really well. We don't know what's happening in Bangalore. We don't know what's happening. We will be knowing it superficially. We will be knowing it from the top. Like, okay, Bangalore needs this. Bangalore taste is this. We can only tell them that superficially that what exactly is going on in that particular territory. But at the ground level, what customer taste is all about, what customer demands, how they come to the store, why will they come to the store, is all something which only the local player would understand. Hence, since every penny has to come out of the 1,000 rupees what your customer is paying you, everybody money is lying in that particular 1,000 rupees, whether it is rent or electricity or gas, or it is for the sake of like your packaging or vendor management. You talk about anything, or royalty or franchisee fees, what you paid, or your setup cost, every penny is there in that particular 1,000 rupees what your customer is spending at your store. There is no other source of revenue. So same goes with the local marketing also, that all your local marketing, whatever the creatives and the videos you've received from the brand, or from the branding perspective, you will be promoting those creatives and videos locally among your I would say the territory you're assigned with.
Okay. Moving on to the next one,
Chaitanya, 1 second. Indu Dara this side. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Acha, just wanted to add up to the marketing planning which you were saying. We also do a national tie-up within online platforms like Swiggy and Zomato's.
Exactly.
That is also one part you can highlight.
Thanks for highlighting that, Bindu. So as a part of national marketing, we do tie-ups with Swiggy and Zomato in terms of reducing the percentage for our franchise. As of today, if you talk about signing up with Swiggy and Zomato, is going to take away easily 34% of the total value of the customer food in terms of commission. From that 34%, we are signed with 22% and 19% with Swiggy. So that plays a very, very important role, that what brand is doing in terms of reducing the cost for the franchisee or bringing value to the table for franchisee.
Also, Chaitanya, one more point maybe you can highlight is, even we have a national tie-up with vendors like Hyperpure for a good competitive rates also, na? For a good quality.
Exactly.
Even that also you can highlight.
Yeah. So even the supply chain, so that's the supply chain thing which Indu is highlighting over here, that we have national tie-up with Hyperpure, which is again a Zomato company, which is a single source of from needle to whether you require whether dairy product or a packaging product, or you require a poultry product, or you require bakery product, or even a sauces, or what you require you wanting to use in restaurant. Every single damn thing is available at Hyperpure today at a cheaper cost and at a best golden quality, I would say, which is not available generally, which even if you go yourself to the mandi, sabzi mandi, or maybe a chicken shop, or maybe a dairy vendor, that's something which will not be available at that quality with a single invoicing. So we always tie up with them with this best rate available for the brand.
So we have received another query to which also Mr. Sarojit answered probably. Somebody was asking that, can you share the cash flow of any franchisee? But I think that's a very, that's the information which we are not comfortable sharing upfront, right? So for that, you can also
So
get in touch
when we
with.
okay, I want to understand that when he request for the, can you share the cash flow of any franchise? So cash flow is all depends upon that what is the sale you're doing. As ultimately I mentioned that it is a cash business. So when it is a cash business, whatever the business you're doing is your cash flow. No? However, if you talk about the okay, you want to now relate that cash flow with the indirect expenses, what you're doing. That's something which depends upon the unit size. That depend upon that what how much sale you're doing. So with respect to that, what your vendor payments are, or with respect to how much, what is your electricity bill and gas bill, is all that goes through the amount of sale you do.
Another thing that somebody was asking to show the menu price, but I think that will also answer the average ticket price as well.
So
So
let me
Chetan,
answer this question. Good that this question has come up. First of all, menu, see, chicken, vegetables, dairy, rice, groceries, everything is available everywhere at the same price what we are getting in Bangalore, or what we are getting in Delhi, or what we are getting in Kolkata, what we are getting in Hyderabad. The prices are almost the same. However, the pricing of a product gets defined by the model you choose. For example, if you have a fine dine model of Biryani Queen with you, certainly you will be charging a premium on every single plate because your expenses are much, much higher than a food court outlet. A biryani which gets sold in a fine dine restaurant will be about 600, or it will be sold at about 400 or 500 rupees, and in a food court it will be sold at about 250 or 300 rupees. Because your overall expenses are lesser and compared to in food court than as compared to the fine dine restaurant.
Chaitanya, also the rentals in some place will be lesser compared to any other city. Maybe that also can be a factor which they can understand. And even the salaries in some cities are lesser. Some cities
Yeah.
it is higher.
Yeah. So I would say every outlet in every city with Biryani Queen, what we do is, because since this Indian cuisine is very, very a challenging cuisine in terms of preparations and all that, it is not a kind of a burger or a pizza what we are doing. Hence, every city will have a different pricing. Every model within the city will also have a different pricing. We are very much comfortable to support on the pricing with our to our franchise.
So a follow-up question on that, which you probably covered a bit, that when you are talking about a differential price in different cities based on the location, based on the place, so you'll be sitting with the franchisee.
There's a mic problem in somewhere. There's a mic problem somewhere.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there was a mic problem.
Okay. So so after somebody signs up with you as a franchisee partner, you'll be sitting with them to decide on the pricing of that particular outlet, right?
We will be sitting with the franchisee to decide on the price.
So basically, the meaning of that summary is the menu customization is
That
possible.
menu pricing of that particular outlet separately.
So certainly the meaning of that sentence, we have to customize the menu as per the outlet, and this is the beauty of a Biryani Queen. If someone is opening on a mall, maybe on a high street or an airport, the menu price we can customize, but the biryanis, the other things are would available, and we can do a pure veg as well, which is not available in any part of the country, but we are giving a pure veg concept as a Biryani Queen, and the veg and non-veg both options are available.
Okay, great. So I think we've reached the end of questionnaire session, and I would request Mr. Chaitanya and Mr. Rahul to add anything you want to add before we end the session.
I think we have to mute. I think there's a disturbance. So guys, just before closing, so I want to just thank to Biryani Queen team and especially to all the participants who joined from various part of the country. The Franchise India and the Business X is the exclusive partner who are selling the franchisee, and we are happy to support you. If you want to start, especially in QSR Biryani Queen Biryani concept, you can directly reach to us. System which I discussed and the Chaitanya discussed, we have to follow the same thing. The pricing will be start from 20 to 90 lakh rupees, and that will be very depending upon the location. We are open for both the thing, unit as well as the master franchise. So both options are available. And if you want to discuss anything, you can directly reach to me, the Franchise India team or Biryani Queen team. We have to discuss together, and we can give you the complete support system, starting from signing the deal till the last product is available at your store. So that's the support system we are giving. From my side, this thing, Chaitanya, you want to add something?
You're on mute, Chaitanya. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Rahul. It was like well addressed. I think you already highlighted the main point and you summarized the entire thing, that what are the models and what is the real investment is required to establish those models. I think that is it.
One last thing, Rahul, I would want to add, whatever Chaitanya and you added. Yeah, I think in food industry, three things are most important. So first thing is food should be tasted. Our food is tasty. That is the reason we are running 15 outlets across India. Quality and consistency plus costing, these are the important parameters. So for that, we hire, we train, we give staff to all the franchisees. That is the reason we are able to manage the quality and consistency. Even the single biryani, which is being prepared in the kitchen, that is being prepared looking at the charts and on an electronic weighing scale, just to keep the measurements and costing and quality and consistency at par. Third thing, food should come ASAP if anybody is starving. So we are giving 40 varieties of biryanis, and that is also we give once we get the order within 8 to 10 minutes. So I think any person who's running any food business should have these things, which is there in Biryani Queen. That is the reason I would request everyone to please visit our stores, taste our biryanis. Rest, we as a team, we will provide support to the team to run the business. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Biryani Queen team, and thank you, Rahul, for your presence and for a detailed presentation. You have covered every facet of the business opportunity which is there to cover. I thank you all for this session. So, we will again come back to another business opportunity tomorrow at 12 p.m. Till then, I thank you all our audience and our team. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks.